My name is Beatrice Penny-Touré and I play Christine Daae in The Phantom of the Opera. Well, actually, I hadn't seen Phantom, it's criminal to say, before I was in the show. I knew the songs, obviously everyone knows the music, but I'd never seen the show. And when I was in my third year at drama school, I got an opportunity to audition, which felt like it came out the blue. And I was surprised that I'd be considered for this kind of show. And I was very excited. And I downloaded the 25th anniversary and I was like hooked. I watched it like 10 times and just thought it's incredible. And now I'm, of course, a massive fan. But yeah, my first real experience with the show was when I knew I had this audition. It's a wonderful feeling in the world, truly. I didn't know if this would ever happen for me. And I was a second cover in 2021, 5 years ago, and it was the best experience, truly. Working with people like Tim Morgan and Emma Harris and people who'd worked in the industry for years, and I learned so much. It genuinely felt like another year of training, but it was hard. Covering is hard, and this role is massive. And I did have the dream in the back of my head that, maybe one day I'll get the chance to be the role. I would love that opportunity, but I didn't know if it'd happen. And the fact it's happened now is just incredible. And yeah, I'm very excited and blessed to be here. So yes, Phantom was my first job. What an amazing, crazy first job. And actually, when I booked the job, I did my audition in my drama school with Simon Lee, who's our musical supervisor, who I love, amazing man. And I left drama school early, really such a blessing, to join the 2021 cast in town. And I graduated whilst in the show. I remember leaving early, going to graduate and then coming back. And yeah, like I said, it was like another year of training almost. It was the most incredible experience. It's always been such a warm, friendly building. And having Lucy St. Louis as our Christine, the first Black Christine, and seeing that was just inspiring. And she gave everything every night on that stage. And to come back now is just so full circle. I can't believe it. It's the biggest blessing. And I think 21-year-old me would be extremely proud, and I'm proud of myself as well, and I'm very happy to be here. Christine means a lot to me, and I believe she is a very strong character, and I think sometimes she can be misinterpreted as maybe weak or naive or being led around by men, and I don't think that's the case. I think she has, of course, a mind of her own, and she makes a lot of strong decisions. And we spoke a lot in rehearsal about her relationship with her father, who has passed away, and she talks about him a lot throughout the show, especially in the number Wishing. And she sings a line about him having all these dreams for her, all that you dreamed I could for her life. And I think his relationship with her before he passed has made her this strong, determined woman that I don't think necessarily was of that time. I think it was quite rare to have that mindset as a woman in that time. And I think that's her driving force throughout the show, is that relationship with her father. And yeah, she goes on a big journey throughout the piece, and she discovers a lot of things about herself and life, and it's really exciting to play. So I have a lot of love for Christine. Well, honestly, getting that scholarship truly, I believe, is the only reason I'm here now in this job. I was lucky enough to get into arts ed. I didn't know much about arts ed. I didn't know much about anything, to be honest. And when I got into that school, I couldn't believe it, but I hadn't done research on the fees, and it's a fantastic school, but it's more private and it's expensive, as drama schools are. And there was just no way that I would have been able to afford it. So I did the audition, I got in, and I said, oh, thank you. I can't afford to go, but I'm really grateful that I got the opportunity to audition and get in. And then I think it was like a week or so later, they asked me if I'd come back for this scholarship audition, which was only a select amount of people got to even do this audition. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. That would be incredible. But again, didn't think anything would maybe come from it. And when I found out that I had got this scholarship, I was like, it was a very emotional day for me and my family. And of course, then I was like, well, I'm going to this school then. And it was because of that I had an amazing 3 years at arts ed. And then in my third year, got this opportunity to audition for Phantom, and it's, full circle because it's Andrew Lloyd Webber as well. Then come in the show and come back. It's like, it all started there in 2018 with that audition. And yeah, I think scholarships are incredible and really important, because otherwise I think this industry can become elitist and not everyone can afford to go to these schools. And there's amazing people out there. And that is really the reason I'm here now. And I'm very, very grateful for that scholarship. Oh, it's hard to say one moment because you know what? I'm on my 3rd week of doing the shows now. So everything feels heightened and I'm discovering things as I go, and no 2 shows feel the same for me yet, and maybe they never will, and that's the beauty of this show. So often every day it's a different moment. I love wishing lots. I think people say that you're either a Think of Me Christine or a Wishing Christine. I would definitely say I'm a Wishing Christine. I find me as a person, when I do a number that is on my own and singing on my own, is exposing, of course, and I feel like normally I thrive when I'm performing opposite someone and there's an interaction going on, and sometimes when it's just you on stage, it's hard to then be in the character and you feel like, oh, I'm now Beatrice doing a performance, and it's scary. But wishing, for some reason, has never felt that way, and I think it's because it's like a conversation with her dad that's passed, so I never feel alone on the stage, and the text is so wonderful, and as is Think of Me, but Wishing is just a different, she's at a different place, at a different journey by the time she gets to that number. And I just love it. I love that number. And I think that is the moment where you can start to see her maturity come in, her decision making. She makes decisions throughout the show, but that moment feels like you see, the Christine that I really like. Not just like a young, naive girl, but a girl that's making decisions, taking actions, and dealing with her stuff. And I love it. So that would be a favorite moment. And I love Past the Point. I love Past the Point because she's putting on a character there and it's more seductive, another layer to her. And it's really fun to play and gritty, and it's in a different part of my voice, which is nice. And I love the final layer. I love it all. The final layer is fun because that really feels like everything's on the table then. And there's 3 of us on stage and we're really playing with each other and bouncing off each other, and it's very exciting to play. So yeah, that wasn't one moment. I love a lot of moments, but those 3 moments come to mind. I think just to be part of it is just an honour. I really do think it's an honour. And I love with shows like this that it's not about you. It's not about me being Christine right now. It's just about being part of the whole thing. And, after I'm here, someone else will come in and hopefully it will run for years and years and years. And everyone has their own interpretation and brings something different to the character. And that's what keeps her alive every single time. And to be a small part of that is, yeah, such an honour, really.